you ever find yourself wondering what would Jesus do, remember inciting a riot over tax margins is a possibility.
I've never seen this man not 70.
Blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just like the Bible intended.
Hitler's Jesus Christ. He's like the sexiest man. Willem Dafoe was pretty attractive when he was this old.
He's attractive now.
He still is attractive.
Remember the
now.
lighthouse?
Yeah.
Remember his wiener?
So what's going to be the last temptation of Christ?
Cooch.
Probably.
He rallied the people to revolution. He promised that a Messiah would come from among the people to rise up and destroy Rome.
Speaking in more than just a blatant monotone.
There's some great imagery in this so far.
Do you want some stale bread?
Ugh, it's basically cardboard.
You know, the kazoo was a weird choice for the soundtrack. Uh-oh. He's staring. He's sinning. Jesus is sinning.
Oh wow, look! A Middle Eastern man. In the Middle East.
That's probably why it got controversy. There was a Middle Eastern man on screen.
And he was probably a good guy, maybe? I can only imagine how much the suburban mom hated this film.
Oh my god, this is a brothel.
Holy dozer.
Jesus is into voyeurism. Oh wait, we're supposed to be looking at Jesus. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. I'll get him in focus this time. Everyone's just going to town on the same person.
It's a brothel.
Interesting.
A one-woman brothel. What a shit brothel.
It's called running a train. What was it called in Jesus' time? Yeah, you want to turn, man?
It's
No?
called running the horse carriage. Trains were invented.
Man, want to run some horse carriage down at the brothel later? There's one girl there. She's
You know,
pretty
you
hot.
want to run a caravan? Hey, so you spit on me today and I was hoping for an apology?
That was definitely a couple days ago now.
He had to wait for every man to clear out.
Everyone in the Middle East.
Are you pregnant? No, it's just all the cum.
I'm going to the desert and I need you to forgive me.
He's asking for forgiveness. He waited for this woman to get Rand Caravan on her. And then when, will you forgive me for building crosses, whore?
Forgive me. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy, like running train on 100 men in a day.
Caravan.
Is it so bad sharing a prostitute's room?
I think I'll get chlamydia just by breathing the air.
He recognized you for something.
Oh, you couldn't have recognized me for anything.
I'm just any old blonde blue-eyed man in the Middle East.
He wants to push me over.
Whee! Jesus hit the camera.
He keeps like acknowledging the camera is there to some
Yeah,
effect.
headcanon. Jesus is aware of the fourth wall in this film.
Headcanon. God is the camera.
We are God. I like that because I'm God in that one.
I also like that because I'm God in this one.
God watched Jesus watch that girl get a train run on her.
Oh.
Sorry, caravan.
I almost went, what?
Jesus, oh my sweet Jesus.
The snake is talking.
Oh my God. Ellen. This is that scene in Jurassic Park 3.
These voices you hear, it's God's voice, only you understand it?
This guy's accent is the opposite of Middle East. He sounds like New York.
Nobody, yeah, that's Harvey Keitel for you. Nobody in this movie has a Middle Eastern accent.
Aren't you afraid God will paralyze you if you lift that stone? No.
Kinda, yeah. He's a wrathful God in the Old Testament.
Hello? This is my first public speaking event.
Hi, my name is Jesus and I've been sober for never.
Some seed fell on rich soil and grew into enough wheat to feed a whole nation.
I am that wheat.
I am that nation. I am the hood. I am the streets.
I used to think God was angry too, but not anymore. He used to jump on me like a wild bird and dig his claws into my head.
I think that was just a bird, Jesus.
Look at Harvey Keitel. Look at his face. He's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Let me come with you. I can help.
Let me bring at least 200 men for our journey. Just for me.
I can summon an army. Hang on.
Let me pull up my cooch.
She puts the magic cooch shell. She puts a little horn down there.
Powerful queef.
And that's the lighthouse noise. It all connects.
If I hate somebody, I kill them. I could even kill somebody I loved if they did the wrong thing.
Oh, that's foreshadowing.
Really, really heavy foreshadowing. That's literally him saying what he's going to do.
That's Obi-Wan going, why do I get the feeling you'll be the death of me?
I like the camera work in this movie.
I love it. I think it's getting its points across really well.
God's trying to get you the best angles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Us as God. Headcanon.
Jake, that's headcanon for your real life.
Yeah, I am God. This movie is not showing the existence of a God. You could totally buy this in an atheistic context as a guy going crazy.
Jesus is a fucking grifter schizophrenic.
Yeah. I'm not saying it is that. I'm saying it could be interpreted that way.
I'm saying it is that. Double down. Why doesn't that instrument still exist?
Look at the world. Look around you. Plague, war, corruption, false prophets, false idols, worship of gold. Nothing is of value.
I hate that this is still relevant.
I think this is the least Scorsese movie I've ever seen Scorsese do.
It's like how Spartacus is the least Kubrick.
Yeah. Guys, I can talk to God. I went in a circle and starved myself for 3 days.
Until I heard him clearly.
I like how humans can only have enlightening experiences like this when they're the closest humans get susceptible to insanity.
Or death.
Or death.
That was a weird fucking scene.
This whole movie is a weird fucking scene.
Read your scriptures. God doesn't want you to fast and pray. He wants you to make children.
No, he wants all of that. Literally everything you just said.
He wants you to fast, pray, make babies. Remember, that's why Christian people have like 13 babies, and their middle names are all Virginia or Marie.
Have you seen 19 Kids and Counting?
Dude, that's why they have so many fucking kids, because they don't have sex until marriage.
Well, that, and back in the day, there was nothing else to do but fuck.
Is that his heart?
Yep.
This is my heart.
Good job, man. I think I wouldn't worship him as a messiah. If he ripped his own still beating heart out, I'd call him the devil.
What the fuck?
He gave him his eyes back. Jesus is magical in this movie. That's
Okay.
awesome.
So the atheistic interpretation is gone. Although it's still...
Or he's a mutant.
Yeah, he's kind of still... Maybe there's some...
No. Something's going on here. He gave that man eyeballs. Hey, good to see you. I can say that now.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Haha. Oh my god, my wife's an ugly whore.
I love it.
I love hard cuts.
Hard cuts are great, except when they're terrible.
God talked to me in the desert. He gave me a secret and told me to bring it to you.
He said, everyone who doesn't believe me is a bitch.
And you must kill them immediately.
Who are you to tell us about God?
You made better crosses than speeches.
Got him. That's because all of his crosses worked.
We're going to build a new Jerusalem.
Jerusalem 2, aka Jerusalem.
Oh my god. This movie is doing a really good job of showing the pitfalls of what it could take to be a messiah.
All right, part 2, bitches.
I'm leading with love.
I'm gonna love you so hard you'll go blind, and then I'll heal you.
In the desert, the Baptist warned us, God is coming.
Along with the other dudes, he was part of the caravan.
A lot of biblical stories vilify Judas. This one's taking a different stance.
Like he's his most loyal follower.
Yeah. So they're making a story that could be the events that the Bible was based off of. Is what
It's
I'm
like the
interpreting.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight of the Bible?
The
no.
Dark Knight of the Bible.
I said yeah instinctively, but no, not at all.
No, like how the Dark Knight is like, the comics could be like a reinterpretation of what actually happened in Gotham City. Ah, my first bath in ever.
That's the body of Christ. Amen.
That's the blood of Christ,
Fuck.
idiot. The body of Christ is those weird Jesus. That man took a microscopic piece of this shit bread. That's huge!
That's two people's pieces.
I know.
That guy took the perfect piece. Sharing is caring, man.
You can't even get separate cups. I mean, come on. It's just kind of gross.
Congratulations. All of you have hepatitis now.
Whoa.
Oh.
That was awesome.
That is awesome.
They probably just reversed it, but that
Yep.
was pretty cool. Same
Oh,
joke.
there he is. David Bowie's voice has been in several dealer's choices.
Ow.
That doesn't look
Oh.
that bad.
What?
Oh, it looks like it hurts a lot.
He's probably lobotomized.
I saw you with him. You must be mistaken. It wasn't me. It must have been someone else.
But she caught you on the counter.
I like how it comes full circle where he builds crosses and he dies on a cross.
He's intentionally slowing himself down like, oh, it's caught. Oh, no, I gotta get... Oh, it's stuck on the wall.
I stepped in water.
Guess I can't die today. Sorry, guys.
Wham!
Oh, that's where I was born.
You were born... What? Where?
In Rhode Island.
Oh, this whole crowd can see my whole penis.
Yeah, that's the worst part about this.
Yep, not the crown of thorns, not the fucking nails through the arms.
I think having the way that Jesus was brutally murdered as his symbol is kind of shitty. Like, what if George Floyd's symbol was a cop? That's his symbol of how great he is. Like, I feel like I'd be offended if I were Jesus.
Oh my god, another blonde in the Middle East. What are the odds of that?
Oh, wait. Angels have blonde hair, blue eyes. That's why Jesus is like half God. I get. Okay.
That
Yeah,
actually
but-
kind of works.
That works, doesn't it? Why is Jim Caviezel a freaking ginger?
He's tested you and he's happy with you. He doesn't want your blood.
But I've lost so much at this point.
Careful, it's pointy.
It looks like it didn't even stab him. It was just kind of resting. Because obviously it's an actor. But like, you could have added like sound effects.
I hope this whole thing's a hallucination.
Otherwise, I would understand the criticism of like, no, Jesus just
he just walked
away.
And everyone torturing him was like, no, that's fine.
Do you think Jesus would have been an absent father?
He learned from the best on the matter.
So it was a quasi hallucination. I mean, I think the marrying Mary was real.
I don't think so.
Maybe prior to the white flash of light.
No.
It was hallucination.
I think everything since this child has shown up has been fake.
Really? So you think he ascended already?
I think so. I hope so.
This is like his death vision.
Interesting.
This is the last temptation of Christ.
What's his temptation?
Live for himself and not for his mission.
Why is Jesus fucking everybody? Jesus' dream world is just fucking.
That's what man means.
Oh, he's fucking old.
Getting older. They're
He's
trying
like-
to make him look like now Willem Dafoe, but now Willem Dafoe is old.
There's not nearly enough wrinkles on that man's face. Watch, I can still pull my heart out.
You want to be scarred by grandpa for life, but not in the weird way?
And maybe in the weird way.
No, not in the weird way. I'm a good man.
Well,
I'm like maybe one of the only Hollywood guys who's a good man. Don't ruin this.
Look at their faces. Do you see how unhappy they are? Do you see how much they're suffering?
yeah, they're suffering just as much as if they were, stabbed in the head with thorns and then stabbed through the chest.
And stabbed in the side.
The hand, the feet.
You can't save the world by lying.
Yes, you can.
You absolutely can.
I'd argue you can only save the world by lying.
Holy, Steve Buscemi.
Okay, now I see it.
So Dafoe believes in the Paul story, right?
Everyone believes in the Paul story, yeah, Christians. That's why Christians hated this movie, because it's assuming what could have happened to inspire the Paul story.
Look at that. I like how they all made it to like 80 years old. Nobody's like, hey, where's Jimmy? Oh yeah, he died of a heart attack a couple years ago.
I even saw the Ark of the Covenant stolen from the temple.
It's okay though. I sent a guy named Indiana Jones after it.
Indiana Jones' famed 2,000-year-old tale.
You hid yourself in the life of some man. We did what we were supposed to do. You didn't.
He makes a good point. He turned Judas into a Judas and then lived his own life.
Yeah, this can't be a prolonged half-hour fever dream. This is the next stage of that story.
I want to pay the price. I want to be crucified and rise again. I want to be...
Ah, you son of a bitch, Mug.
Oh, suck my dick.
Ah, fuck. This sucks. Take me back again, God.
This is a deep pain.
Ah, wow, okay, I'll live the regular life where I bang 3 different girls. Never mind. How are we feeling out of 10?
I like it. I don't love it.
That's pretty good.
I like it, though. I think like an 8. I think it's really good.
I think it takes forever to get started.
Yeah.
Scorsese might be the best director to know how to make really long, slow movies fantastic.
I'd say second.
Who's the
I
first?
think Tarantino does a better job.
His movies aren't all slow, though.
I'd argue Tarantino's films aren't slow.
Long films that don't feel slow are the name of his game.
Fair. Like, I feel like Scorsese specifically, what he does with the pacing and how with like a script that is maybe like 3 hours worth of content, he'll shoot it all and trim out some parts, sure, but everything on screen matters. Like, you look at The Irishman. I wouldn't cut a damn minute out of The Irishman.
What I would say about the difference between Tarantino and Scorsese is Tarantino always has something happening. Scorsese has long scenes of just like people talking and stuff. You know, like you look at Inglourious Bastards. That movie flies by, but
That movie has 8 scenes.
There are 8 scenes in that movie,
Yeah.
but several of them are action sequences and fast-paced, you know? And, like, it's the snappy, witty dialogue that makes it cruise by. Scorsese doesn't really have that. He has some quips here and there, sure, but, like, it's all drama.
I could sit down and argue why every single scene should be in this movie. It all furthers this character of Jesus that he's created.
I think so, too. I think this movie does a fantastic job of portraying Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think it
Like-
does a better job than everything else.
I think it does a better job than most Catholics I know.
Well, just because Jesus is wildly uninteresting in the classic Bible story.
Yeah. I like the struggle that Willem Dafoe has.
It's
in this
so
movie.
it's such a
It
realistic
feels
take.
way more real and genuine instead of, oh, I'm the perfect man. Beep beep, water, wine.
And it's great to see like the differing reactions to him.
Yeah.
It's not all
praise. It's not all hate. It's a mix, which is what it would be.
Yep. So I will give it an 8 as well.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great, but not like higher tier, upper echelon of.
I think there are some things that can make this movie a little bit better.
Absolutely. But overall, the acting's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the
It's
acting
really
in this
good.
movie's great. Willem Dafoe knocks it out of the fucking
I think
park.
I would also go with an 8. I'd say as far as criticisms, a lot of the ways they handled some of the scenes could have been executed a little bit better.
Holy shit, that ending prologue of him on the cross.
Yeah, like
Holy
it's to the point where it was
fuck.
like confusing as to what it meant amongst us, with Mud ultimately sniping the correct direction.
I knew it. I knew it just because of the little girl. I
Oh,
was
yeah?
like, no, something's weird here.
Something's
He
fishy.
hasn't been this directly contacted by God.
Good point.
Only by Satan.
Good point. I didn't pick up on that. What do you guys make of all the supernatural imagery, like taking his heart out and shit like that?
I thought it was awesome.
It looks crazy.
It looks crazy, but I liked it. It made me feel like there was this realistic take on a dude with supernatural powers.
Mhm.
You know? And because it was such a realistic reaction, everyone wasn't like, "Oh, he's so great because he can turn water into
They were
wine."
like,
People
"Oh,
were
what
like,
the fuck?"
Yeah, they're like, "Holy shit, this dude's a demon."
Yeah.
Because that's what the reaction would have been.
Oh
which-
my god, this man just ripped his own fucking heart out.
It's not like, "Oh my god, he's the Messiah. He's the Messiah." It's, "Are you a wizard?"
I am a wizard. Hark!
It's literally, it's like back then. It's like witchcraft.
Yeah, basically. But right now, that'd be witchcraft. Fuck that.
And I liked the commentary it made because it incorporated the legacy of what the crucifixion would be into the story, because they gave Jesus this like kind of foresight with the
Where he was
supernatural-
able to like basically go into the future. He did the Ghost of Christmas Future thing.
Yes.
Where he saw the repercussions for what he did.
Ah, the consequences of my own actions. Literally, though.
Let's say that I don't get crucified and there isn't a great Jesus sacrifice.
Then
or
it
whatever.
becomes built on a lie.
Yep.
And Jerusalem burns.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
That's actually really well told. I like that a lot.
That was really good.
I'm gonna stick with my 8 for now. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Jake, next time pick a shorter fucking movie.
Fair enough.
Next time, pick a
I'm
shorter
gonna pick Lord of the Rings trilogy. next
Extended
time.
edition.
Extended edition.
All at once. Speaking of short movies, Ian.
Fuck you. So what happened was I had a movie picked. I'm
There's
gonna take this off. I had a movie picked, and Mud in the chat was like, "Oh, it's this movie," and I hate you, and I don't want you to be right, so I changed my movie.
Wait, what movie was it?
Mud went, "Oh, he is picking Jimmy Neutron this week." I was
right!
I hate you.
Gotta be Jimmy
So
Neutron.
I'm spiting you. So I don't want Mud to be right, so I picked a different movie. I'm like, "Oh, what's gonna stick in Mud's craw?"
Thank God.
Fuck you. So the movie I'm picking instead, not short, very much not short.
Oh, no.
It's a banger. Mud, it's one of your favorites.
Oh,
I'm
no.
Spiting you. I'm picking Apocalypse Now. Go fuck yourself.
Oh!
If it isn't the consequences from my own actions.
Suck my ass. I'm
Which
picking-
version are we watching? Redux or the director's cut?
Whatever the person who edits them decide.
Whatever Mud says, I'll pick the other one.